Well, excuse Dubai and the perfume.
I think people have gotten burnt, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
This isn't the way I want to live.
8 hours of shopping. Do you think I had budgeted 8 hours worth of spending money?
Look, Twigs, you're not alone. This here device. Impulse.
What do I need? What am I using this money for? And do I have to go and take a debt that probably will come with this very high interest rate and repayment rate? Taking from your stokvel. We see lots of people do that as well.
I'm so
lots
stressed
of people.
about that. I'm in a stokvel. I'm waiting for my December money.
Get busy making sure that when the money arrives, you already have a plan.
How's it, everyone? And welcome to Financial Tea, the podcast where we get real about money and life. I am your host, Amahlembelo Jakba, and today we are speaking about something I am very... Tricky, don't laugh. Something I think we are both familiar with, which is impulse spending. And together with Twiggy, my favorite content creator, bestie, twin, where have you been? And obviously Vuyo from Old Mutual, who's here to keep us grounded and give us the strats on how to just...
Keep it together.
What have you recently bought, Twigs, that was an impulse spend that you probably shouldn't have bought, but you did it anyway?
You know what my problem is when it comes to impulse spending?
Yeah.
Is that I always give myself a reason.
Oh.
I don't know, I'm buying this because I need it for work, this, whatever. So I was recently in Germany for work and they gave us like a stipend, Elling, very heavy.
Okay.
They're like, no, that's for food, activities, whatever. And I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
But on these trips, as you know, Jax, like they cover all of that. I'm gonna use this money to buy a camera. As you guys know, I'm a content creator, so like equipment, so that's good enough reason, right? So cool, comes the end of the trip, I haven't found this camera. We're in Dubai Mall, I'm like, I get a perfume. So there's no way I'm getting home with like nothing. So I bought 3 bottles of perfume. One of them was 7,000 Rand. My birthday 3 days ago, so I'm giving reasons, excuses. I was supposed to use this money for the camera. I shop, get to Joburg. I swear 2 days after landing, I buy the camera with my own money. Why did I do that?
The first mistake you made was confusing your wants and your needs. Even the camera itself was not a need.
It's a need.
No, it wasn't. Because you didn't use it for 3 months. But you see, you could have been saving that money for 3 months, earning interest on it, and then you buy the camera when you're ready. So I think the first part is just making sure that you keep your needs as needs and you keep a list of what those things are. It's the stuff you need to live. And then the stuff that's optional, like the 7,000 Rand perfume. Financial discipline is like a muscle. You have to keep practicing it in order for you to get better at it. 69% of people are overspending. And most of them do it because of that emotional, it's my birthday, I just had a rough day. You know, it's always an emotional reason. So sometimes give yourself a minute, take 24 hours. And
24 hours is actually, it's too short. I need like a week.
Give yourself those parameters to say, I need a week before I actually buy this thing.
The other thing you could have done is put the money somewhere. Put it in a 32-day account. Put it somewhere where you actually protect yourself from yourself.
My whole thing has always been, if I can't afford to buy it cash, I probably shouldn't buy it. Because I think that's another trap that we get into with impulse spending, right? Debt. And, you know, you think you have money, but it's technically not really yours.
But it's in my account.
But it belongs to the bank. Vuyo, what are some insights that you have for people who, use their credit cards and debt, especially for impulse spending?
I think the first thing is using debt to fund spending is really risky unless you are somebody who is in a position to say, I'm buying it today, in 10 days time, I'm going to get a cash injection that will then cover and be able to pay off the debt. But even then, it's still risky because in 10 days, you are not thinking about the debt anymore. You are thinking about something else. So use your debt for things that actually serve you and are working for you, and debt that's manageable, right? We definitely are seeing people become more mindful about debt. So we're excited about that actually as Old Mutual because the debt levels are still quite high, but more people are paying their debts. They're approaching their creditors and saying, hey, I want to make a plan. because I'm seeing that I need a plan, I need help. They're going into debt consolidation, etc.
Pay yourself first, right? Your salary comes in, you put a little bit into savings immediately before you've done groza, before you've done all these other things, because we naturally just see the money, then we want to buy, and then towards the end we're like, oh, actually I need to save.
Saving is a privilege. Like, not everyone has the privilege of saving money. Like, if you're not already getting a lot of money, it's hard to think, oh, I'm gonna put away this 1,000 rand, you know? So it's taken me a lot to be like, okay, but I need to save, because like in our industry, the money and the campaigns are few and far. So it does help to save, obviously, for those rainy days. But damn, when the money's there, that is the last thing to think about. Because I'm just like, I'm balling, please.
So saving is not having money to save. I think to your point, the more money you have, obviously the easier it is.
Yeah.
But the practice of saving doesn't
So
require
I'm
money.
saying I'm a save 2 rand.
Yes.
Even.
Yes. And the reason why I'm saying yes is because the practice of putting away 2 rand when you have 50 rand will still serve you. So it's the practice of it, of saying, I am not someone who spends everything I have. I'm not somebody who goes over the limit of what I can spend. This is where I start and stop. And this portion of my income, whatever that is, it could be 5 rand, it could be 10 rand, it could be 20 rand, is for saving.
Or your mother keeping your money and saying, listen, every time you want something, come to me. She became your bank almost. It was almost the introduction into...
I guess I didn't see it that way.
You don't see it that way now that you're the adult.
Yes, because
Are there dangers, or is there a way for us to reframe our impulse spending?
So I'll make an example of myself. I bought my, one of my nieces has a dance that she's going to, so we went shopping for dresses. I bought a dress for next year. I'm turning 40 next year. I was like, oh, I'm gonna wear this the week of my 40th. Can you hear how ridiculous that's? What I should have done is put that money in what I call an impulse fund. And what I found is when you go back and you're like, oh man, there's this much?
yeah.
Get money-wise, guys. Like, we see the statistics are crazy when you look at that. The number of people who, I have a budget, but 80% of people who have a budget don't follow it.
It's me, I'm 80%. Impulse spending is very emotional. You know, it's that thing where we feel like we work so hard, we take care of homes, we deserve something. But I think the insights from today is that you should plan what you deserve.
I think we need to learn to hack ourselves, guys, because that cap decline immediately will bring you back to, oh wait, I'm not the girl who does 3,000 rand perfumes on a whim anymore. It's so emotional. It's so easy as well. It's online, it's, you know, it's accessible, it's all of those things. And I love the example you made about you walked out of the Apple store into a secondhand store.
Yeah.
Because that's actually a hack for you.
Yeah.
And then you get better and better at it, and you get, you know, smarter about how you hack yourself. What can people do to have more money in December? We're obviously getting closer to the silly season. You know, how do they save for December? And the answer I gave was spend less. That's how,
from now till then.
Between now and December.
Oh, okay.
That's how you get to December with, you know, because you're not going to be able to necessarily build this huge bulk of savings
Yeah.
in the next 2.5 months. It's
Yeah.
just not going to happen for most people. So if anything, spend less and then you'll have slightly more in December. So those are kind of the things where actually start by saying, okay, what am I spending on that I don't need? Let me take that out now. My parents have been married since, 1977 or whatever, so 50 whatever years, 49 years. And they have a group of friends that they've been friends with since then.
Yeah.
They used to have a phrase that they would say to us all the time. Siyahamba imali ikhona noba ingekho. So
With or
I
without
don't
you.
even have a thing that registers for me. When I'm booking a trip and I don't have the money, all I'm saying to myself, ikhona no ingekho.
Going.
We move.
My rationale is always money away. Like
Literally.
my philosophy in life is money always comes back, I will attract it.
Yes.
But I have 100% learned today that if imaliam is abuya, I almost have to kind of set myself up for it to come back, really, and just give myself a fighting chance. You know, just something to hold, just to hold me. And
Personally, I'm grateful for both of y'all because I've literally learned how, because I don't really think I'm an impulse buyer until I speak about it, which I've just shared now, and I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I didn't need the perfume. But I learned a lot.
Cheers, ladies.
We were spilling the financial tea today, and what I learned is that 1 in 3 people are impulse spenders.
My tea is drinking gin at home. So tea was spilled today, and my financial tea of the day is that although 55% of South Africans have less debt than they did last year, they're still not saving as much as they could be.
So much tea was spilled today, but I think my biggest takeaway was the stat from Old Mutual, which is that 43% of South Africans are actually earning higher incomes. They're just not saving. So I'm going to need us South Africans to come together, pull ourselves towards ourselves.
And putting that money into whether it's impulse funds or savings accounts so that they can spend it someday or invest it for their future.
I'm definitely going to make a change on that.
So from me and Old Mutual, we'll see you next week.